Hey yo, I would like to welcome you to Cookin Da Flava. This is a hip hop cooking show and I'm your host, K Smooth, the hip hop chef. First show, this is a show that makes healthy and flavorful dishes. That's right, healthy and flavorful comes together on this show right here. This is a special episode where I'll show you how to make gourmet stuffed meatballs using the meatball maker by Bella. I call it the Baller. So, using my meatball maker by Bella, I'm about to show you how to make some gourmet pizza stuffed meatballs. Just wait till you see the size of these meatballs. I mean, they're like the size of pool balls. And we're going to take them and stuff them with everything that you love about pizza. You know, like mushrooms, some jalapeno peppers, just a little bit of heat. We're going to take some pepperoni, turkey pepperoni, sticking back to that, that healthy thing. Maybe a little bell pepper, So look, now that you know what I'm about to do, let's jump right into it. Let's go. We'll start off with the pepperonis. What we're going to do once we dice all these ingredients, we're going to mix them in with your cheese. So we want them a nice size, not too small that they can't still kick out their flavor. Next we'll do the mushroom. Get some of that heat. And look, if you want your pepper real hot, don't worry about moving the seeds out of the center. But if you, want it to mild out a little bit, take those seeds out. I want a little heat in this meatball. Now, I don't know about you, but I like a little bell pepper, kind of offset that piece of flavor for us. And once again, we're going to mix all this into your cheese. And this is going to be the flavor inside your meatball. So we're going to take our cheese. We have mozzarella cheese here. Nice little mozzarella. So let's put the peppers in. Next, we're going to add those pepperonis. We're going to add those peppers. And some of the mushroom. You know what? Let's make it a party. Now that we have our cheese all set, what we're going to do is give it a nice little toss. And remember, on the right side, your cheese, it already has salt in it. So we don't have to worry about adding salt. We want the true flavor of all these ingredients to come through. But I am going to add a little piece of seasoning just so it'll help us enhance that flavor. Remember, I said healthy and flavor comes together on this show. Okay, this right here is the first step of making your gourmet pizza meatball. This is your filling. Now we're going to go over and mix together the ground Italian turkey. That's right. Healthy, flavorful, comes together on this here show. You know the saying? Let's go. Let's go. Now that you have your cheese all set to go inside your gourmet stuffed piece of meatball, what we need to work on now is the meatball. I have some ground Italian turkey sausage. That's right, real lean turkey. It's gonna be just right. Remember I said healthy and flavorful. Let's go. And we're gonna add 1 egg. I like to mix the egg into the whip with. So this is where you really get involved. No breadcrumbs for this particular meatball because this is the piece of meatball that I'm trying to, keep the bread up out of there. Now that you got your meat all set, what we're about to do is form our meatballs. We're going to take a 3-ounce ladle, like an ice cream scoop, a 2-ounce one for the cheese. So this is where we're going with this. Now that you got that set, you're still a mess, so you might as well go and get in it and be ready. What we're going to do now is shape your meatball slightly. Handle it as less as possible. Shape your meatball slightly. Put your thumbprint there, then we're going to let it rest. We'll continue this until we get them all set, and then we're going to move over to the cheese. Now it's time for your cheese filling. So look, I want you to make sure that you load this scoop right here. Like load it. You want all that flavor bursting through. You want it bursting through your piece of stuffed meatball. And now this is where you will form your meatball. You're going to take that, you press down. Use the palm of your hand to cradle it. Once you got that cradled, then you press and fold. Once I get that center closed, I kind of rock them back and forth. That's one down, and you'll repeat this process. After about 3 or 4 of them, you'll have this down pat. As it continues to stick to your hand. Now you're ready to get it cracking. Let's go. Now that you have your meatballs all prepared and ready to go into the meatball maker by Bella, that's what we're gonna do. See that we got it ready? Now take your meatballs, just gonna drop them in. You hear that sizzle, dizzle, dizzle? So look, I got 4 piece of stuffed meatballs. I also have 4 chicken parmesan meatballs. Just gonna show you some different flavors of meatballs and how to pan them up different. This meatball maker right here, once you get them all loaded, you just drop this top down. And these meatballs here will take about 7 to 8 minutes to prepare. While they're coming together, we're gonna work on a nice thick and zesty sauce to go along with your pizza meatballs, also with the Parmesan chicken meatballs. And I have another treat for you. We'll make some fettuccine spinach pasta. Now that you know what I'm about to do, let's jump right into it. Let's go. So as your meatballs cooking, as I was telling you about this nice thick sauce. So you want a thick sauce so it can wrap around your meatball, you know what I mean? And now that we got that going, we let that simmer. Just sit on low. But now moving over to our pasta. Gonna get our water up to a nice boil. Let's go. Now that you got your meatballs all set, ready to go, what we're about to do is add your meatballs into the sauce so they can cook in there a little bit and absorb some of that flavor. This right here is just a flavor move. This right here is a little something extra. These are the chicken parmesan meatballs that I put together. I'm gonna make a nice fettuccine or a nice linguine spinach pasta to go with it. The Play-Doh is gonna be sealed. Yeah, so look, here we go. Now that you got your meatballs simmering in the sauce, what we're about to do is put together that linguine spinach pasta I was telling you about. I like to drop my pasta in there whole, so when I pull it out, I can wrap it on the plate and make a nice little circle. Drop the meatballs in the middle. You see, it makes for a real sexy presentation. So after these few pieces come together, it'll be time to plate up and voila. Let's go. Now that I have my pasta ready to receive all this flavor right here, what I'm gonna do is put together this chicken parmesan dish first with the spinach, fettuccine, and then I'll move over to the pizza stuffed meatballs. Cause man, I got an awesome presentation for that. So check it out. You're gonna just drop that one in there. See that little cup I made just so it'll hold the meatballs. And then we're gonna come across. I wanna just roll some sauce across the top of that. Since we set with that, it's gonna finish one dish at a time. This is chicken parmesan, so what I wanna do is just add a little parmesan cheese. See how that works? Some people like a low heat, so we'll come with just a couple of little red pepper flakes. Now, got somebody on the healthy side, they're not looking for any pasta, no extra starch. What we're gonna do here is add us a little sauce in there. And we're gonna put us 2 meatballs in there. And when they split them, they'll get that surprise stuffed inside of there. Nice provolone cheese, all the seasonings. You know, it's awesome dish. Go across the top of here. Just a little bit of Parmesan cheese. Now, we get to the payoff. Let's move over to this piece of stuffed meatball. First, what we're gonna do, I'm gonna make a sub. I know I said no bread, but I'm gonna make it kind of healthy. What I did was cleared out the inside of the bread, so tunneled it out. We're gonna sit the meatballs in there. I'm gonna add a little spinach, a little bit more of the cheese and the filling that we put in there. Maybe some Parmesan cheese, a little bit of the red pepper flakes and the sauce. So now you know what I'm gonna do? Let me go ahead and assemble this dish. And the smells and the flavor, I wish you could taste it. Let's rock him up. Our next dish, I'm gonna take. I would like to split these so you can see the flavor. So here you have it, our gourmet piece of stuffed meatballs. That's right. Right here we got it split open where it's open with all the flavor in case you just want to go, like I said, on the healthy side. And if you're looking for the flavor, which is still healthy, but we just have a little bread. We tunneled out the inside of the bread, added a little sauce, a little bit of mixed lettuce, some cheese, to kick off the flavor. Also, I invited you to check out the chicken parmesan, just other ways that you can serve it up. I have a book that I'm inspired called The Baller that has all these recipes in it. Once again, this has been Cookin Da Flava, inviting you to check out the Meatball Maker by Bella, which I call it The Baller. I'm the hip hop chef K Smooth. You know the saying. Let's go.